Hello, ladies. Hi, Hadieya. Welcome to this interview. I have a guest with me here today. She's a student of the Million Stars Academy, and I'm going to do an interview with her today. Thank you so much for coming on here with me today, Hadieya. How are
Thank
you?
you, Janine. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. I'm just wipe my wipe my glasses. I actually had a nap.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
We are in really
Mm.
different time zones, right? You're
Yes, yes. Yes, it's like 9 p.m. the night here, and because I know about this interview, and then later on we're having the body, mind, and spirit. I thought I'll have a nap, then I know I'm ready for all that.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. And I will want to come back to the body, mind, and spirit call a
Yes,
little
sure,
bit
sure.
later. Absolutely. First of all, thank
Yeah.
you so much for taking the time out of your busy day.
Mm.
And just a quick words about myself. So, my name is Janine. I'm an accountability advisor inside Fatima Omar International and also the director of marketing at Million Stars Academy. So, Hadieya, let's talk about you and Million Stars Academy and what you are up to. So if first of all, if you could tell us a little bit more about who you are and what does your company do.
My name is Hadieya Ahmed, and I'm a business and mindset coach. And my company or my business is called Navigate Early Learning Academy. And I actually coach educators who wants to work in their home in family daycare. Given my over 20 years experience in working in daycare, and I have a platform online on Facebook, a group called Family Daycare Entrepreneurs, because family daycare is actually a business. So all of us, we are entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And great work, especially in these times, right? When so many people want to be working from home and want to send maybe
Yeah.
their children to another place. That's
Yes.
really amazing.
Yes.
So,
Mm.
Hadieya, if you could describe your life before Million Stars a little bit to us.
Well, from 2016, I actually started a coaching course it's an online course, and you do travel sometimes to the college for certain live presentations and things like that. So over a 3 year span, I've been doing that. But what I found was that it's a very huge academy or school, and you don't always have access to the mentors the way you need, or when they are available, you're not available, and vice versa. So before I joined MSA, Million Stars Academy, I was actually doing that, and I have gained a few certificates and things like that from from that institute. But when I saw Fatima's streaming and her lives, it resonated with me in that I needed someone like that, that is of like same. I could see me in her, and I actually prayed on it, and did some meditation, and I manifested her in my life, or Million Stars Academy into my life. Yes.
That's so
Yeah.
good to hear.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
you manifested her, and so many times I can her here say, "I manifested all of you ladies into my life." So it's
Yes.
really
Yes.
amazing how these things happen.
Yes. No, before that, that's why I said I was very busy before Million Stars Academy, because in 2019 I came back from a trip. It was my husband's 70th birthday, and then I gave him a surprise Umrah. And well, he knew we're going on Umrah, but he didn't know who was going to be there in Makkah. So that was the big surprise when he found a busload of Cape Townian South Africans, my cousin and his cousins, and he didn't know that. So that was the big surprise. So that was in 2019, the beginning of 2019. And then that was my final year of actually working in family daycare. And it's always been my wish to train other educators or to coach or do something like that instead of, at my retirement age, instead of working one-on-one with kids. So that was always my dream. And then when I saw Fatima's presentations, it resonated with me.
Wow, that's amazing. And just for the people who do not like speak Arabic or something, I just want to say Umrah means like a small pilgrimage, right?
Yes. Yeah. Umrah is a small pilgrimage to Makkah, and it's something you can do many times in your lifetime. But the major one is just once in your lifetime you have to go. So yeah, so I thought that I've already been on my major pilgrimage, and the minor pilgrimage was a nice present to him in 2019 for his 70th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
He must have been very happy about this.
Oh, he was beside himself. He was crying. He was in tears because
Wow.
when we got to the airport, and he thought that my cousin was just there with a group, because he is involved with things like that. And meantime, we were part of that group.
Wow, that's so great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's get a little bit now to the present. So if you could explain to us a little bit, how does your life look right now overall after you joined Million Stars Academy? How has it?
I can clearly say, Janine, I have a lot more structure and a better understanding of what I'm doing, and what coaching is about, and what my business is about, because I want to do the courses online, which Fatima also does, show you how to do your signature system. And that's such a great help for me to actually have some guidance there. And also writing, it was always inside me that I wanted to write a book. And when I saw that, it was like deja vu, like something really from heaven, that fell into my lap. And honestly, I cannot be more thankful for being in Million Stars Academy and being kept accountable as well.
Wow, that's great. And I still remember that Zoom call when you were, still thinking if you should sign up or not for Million Stars
Oh,
Academy.
yes.
And you started telling that story, and I can still remember some parts of it. And Fatima just told you have several books inside of you. So that was just...
I know. She was just so spot on, because she asked me just to give like a snapshot of myself, and then I had so much to say that she said to me, "Oh my goodness, there's like not one book in there, there's many books inside there." So I'm very thrilled and excited, because I've never been involved so close up and personal.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's always when you're in any studies or college, or you're just a number. You're
Yeah.
just a number. You're not there. Um, to actually get personal one-on-one help. Yes, there is, but you have to strive for it, to actually, you have to be motivated and say, but I want this, and I want an audience with you, or I want you to mentor me, or and make a plan for it to happen. And with Million Stars Academy, it just happens.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about that. As you say, so most of the coaching programs, you don't really get access to the creator of the program.
Yeah.
So how has it been inside of Million Stars Academy? Do you get access to Fatima? How does it look like?
Oh, yes, definitely. I started on the 11th of March after having tech gremlins to actually get my money across. And then I started eventually on the 11th of March. And I must say that the first confidence that I have gained was going live on Facebook. Yes, I've been live on Facebook, but not the way that I'm doing now. I can clearly say that that nerve has been broken to actually just switch the button and start talking, and go live. And so I must say that that's one of the things that really built my confidence. And the fact that I have access to the community managers, access to Fatima, access to the other coaches, that comes on Messenger, that you can get them on Messenger, or you can get the coaches in our academy, the Million Stars Academy Facebook group, or you can go on their individual pages, because each one of them have their own Facebook group, and you learn such a lot by going on their Facebook pages as well and joining their launches or whatever they're doing, and you're constantly growing, so yeah. And I mean, I can message you or Fatima or any of them at any time, because they are all in different time zones. I think mine is the worst time zone because I'm so far ahead that like 8 hours to 9 hours ahead of South Africa. I'm 16 hours ahead of Canada, but I've actually learned to overcome that. That I even have a watch that says Toronto. Like
Wow, I never saw that. That's such a
yeah, and I have it right here with me so that I can see if I look on my watch here, the time here it's 18 minutes past 9, then I know it's 18 minutes past 7 the morning of the same day for Fatima, so we're 14 hours ahead.
Yes, wow.
Yeah,
That's
so yeah, I'm very thrilled to actually have access to such wonderful coaches and wonderful colleagues that's always there to help me.
That's great. That's great to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk a little bit about the membership portal, because we don't
Yes.
only have the Facebook groups and the chat, we
Yeah.
also have that amazing portal. And
Yeah.
some of our students say that it's like a university textbook.
Yeah.
What has it been like for you?
For me, it's been amazing because just today I went through the 7-figure habits, or the five. I think Fatima has a new name, or was it 7-figure habits? I know it's 7.
Habits, yes.
Yes, 7-figure habits, and I've actually missed some of it because the time zone. Sometimes I'm tired, and then and the fact that I know that the replay is inside the portal, that makes me calm in that I'll never lose out. I can always just, if I can't make it live when Fatima is presenting, then I can always catch the replay inside the portal. So there is 5 in the portal already, and I think the 7-figure, I've got the dates here. That's because I wrote it down because I made some notes of each one. So I think the 7-figure habits only started in July, in early July. So
Yes,
so
yes.
it started early July, and there's 5 in there, and I'm just waiting for Fatima to post the final one. I think the one that I missed this week, I don't see it in yet, and I'm quite excited to actually watch it because the 7-figure habits give you just so much value and tips, especially if you feel down, and you watch that section. I mean, that's besides the body, mind, and spirit section that's in there. There's tons and tons of the weeks since I started are all posted in the portal. And that's besides the actual course that I'm following. And then there's also obviously the Write Your Book, in 90 days, which is a separate section in the portal. And I've been working in there today as well because I know Fatima had put in there 8 sessions, and I went through all 8 sessions, but I just skimmed it. So yesterday and today, I actually went through it, like fine combing it, so I'm on session 5, where I'm now actually fleshing out my content and all that. So I'm working on the book. So yeah, so definitely it is like a university online, that's for sure. Yeah, there's lots in there. And I've like made a full folder, like I've got everything in a folder. And as I do the sessions as I go along. I've actually marked it all. They're all indexed. So it's like a lever arch file, and they're all indexed, and I have notes that I've made, and my notebook is already this full. So from the welcome through to get started, through the first 90 days, kickoff mindset training, orientation call with Janine, set up your environment. It just goes on and on. So I have everything here in my folder, so that I know that I've covered that. And if I want to revisit a section, for example, the signature course, my signature system, then I have the notes that I've written, and the homework that I did. Sometimes I don't always post the homework, but I have it in my folder. Then I can just revisit it and have a look at it. And it's really, and my elevator pitch, I've done all that sections. Amazing, and it's things that I have covered in the other institute that I was studying, but the penny didn't drop as to exactly what it is, what it means, and now it sort of more makes sense, what I mean.
Yes, yeah. I get it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense that everything I do, when I see the words and I did this, but the meaning I gave it then and the meaning I give it now, it's completely different, so yeah, I love it.
Great work, Hadieya. Yeah. Great work. I really also want to acknowledge you for doing the work, actually, because I believe it's a big part. You can keep on learning, but if you don't implement and if you don't have the accountability, sometimes you're just not gonna do it, and then the penny is never gonna drop.
Absolutely. It's so important, because it's a investment that you've made in your studies, and what's the use? It's sitting on the shelf or sitting in your portal or on your PC, and you're not doing or using it, so still a little bit not so 100% tech savvy, things that I want to reach out to the to the managers in the different sessions, when now for my last 6 months. This is March. I think I've got 6 or 7 months left. So I want to do all that, especially like streaming from my Facebook into YouTube, and things like that. The little tech things that that Million Stars do so aptly and so wonderfully.
Yes. I get that.
Yeah. And especially like this now. Look, we're live here on StreamYard, and how awesome is this? This is really awesome.
It's just amazing, right?
It is.
I'm in Switzerland, so it's just fabulous. And I think your husband also
we're live. We're gonna come on to this. Sorry about that. I told him I'm live, and this is a recording. You will just have to cut it out.
It's okay, no worries at all. So we already were talking a little bit about like the other coaches inside of Million Stars and the support. Do you want to add anything else to that? Like tell us a little bit more about the support and how you have found it to be inside.
What I actually found is that I have found 2 or 3 coaches that matches my niche, and that is so good, because they also, it's different yet the same. They also are their avatar is also kids or children, and that is heartwarming, because when you watch their lives, and you're always learning and growing, and I guess when they watch mine, I'm sure they will also appreciate my contribution, talking about children and raising children, or looking after or caring for children. So that's really good. And then also, since the coaching side, the mindset side, that's also phenomenal, because Fatima gives such great value on coaching, on mindset, and just everything to do with coaching. And so does the other queens in Million Stars, because we're all there for the same thing, to help the world, to help people. So that just matches me perfectly,
That's so good to hear. And like entrepreneurship sometimes can be really a lonely journey, right? So
yes,
that most of the coaches really appreciate that you have that support and you never really feel alone.
Yeah, and Janine, what was so exciting for me this morning, I got up for my prayers, and then I went for a nap again. I don't like to go back into bed after my morning prayer. I go on the lounge and I just lay down for a little bit because I like to start my day early. And then I actually bought Faiza's book on Kindle, and I still want to order it through Amazon so that they can post it out to me. And I started reading her book, and I also contacted who was the other author?
Lisa Cacciano.
Lisa, yes, Lisa.
Faiza Bazet and Lisa Cacciano are both authors inside the academy.
Exactly. They're both inside the academy. And I've actually contacted Lisa to ask her, because she's got 2 books, and I just wanted to know which one. And she told me, she said what the contents is of both, so I can decide which one to get. And I haven't gotten her one yet because I still want to do that, because I need to order it. That one, she doesn't have a Kindle version. So I was so excited to see Faiza, so that I just clicked the button and bought the Kindle version. And then I started reading, and then in there she mentions her editor, like who edits a book. And I made a few notes, and then I reached out to her and I messaged her in Messenger. And I'm still waiting for a response. I'm sure she will respond to me soon. It's just a time zone thing. And I thought, wow, I need just to have, besides asking Fatima, who's also a published author, I can ask the queens as well, who became published authors very recently, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I think it's also a really good advantage that we are in different time zones, because anytime you post something in the chat, somebody is, just waking up, or maybe just in their day. So it's a really good thing, I believe.
Absolutely. Because I always work out the time. Oh, what's the time now in Malaysia? What's the time now in Canada? What's the time with Janine now in Switzerland? Yeah. I mean, look, now to me it's going to 9:30, and for you it's the afternoon, isn't it?
Yes, it's 1:30 now in the afternoon.
So I'm ahead. I'm far ahead.
You are. And it's so good to know that you're ahead, because when you're having an amazing day, I always know I have also an amazing day here.
Yeah. And it's actually it's spring now, and you can feel the difference in the air. It's not so cold. It was like really, really cold. We had a cold winter, and it's really warming up now. You can smell the freshness of the morning. It's light earlier now, like the sunlight comes out earlier, and everything is different, so it's nice. And probably be switching to daylight saving in October, end of October, and then our day is longer. Then the nightfall is only 8:00 the night. Now at the moment, nightfall is already by 5:45. It's already going dark. Yeah. But when they change the clocks, nightfall is about 8:00. It will be sunset. So that gives you a longer day to do a lot of things, and a shorter night.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Absolutely. So let's get back into the academy, and I wanted to ask you about the 6 live calls that we have every week. And first of all, I want to talk with you about the 3 live calls with Fatima.
Yes.
And we have the office hours, the 7-figure habits. We already talked a little bit about it, and also the body, mind, and spirit call. I think I already can guess which one is your favorite, but please share with us, and why is it your favorite?
To be very honest, the body, mind, and spirit was initially my favorite, but now the 7-figure habits is my favorite. I've just switched, because since Fatima launched the 7-figure habits, I just love it, and the fact that it follows each other, after the office hours. If I can't make it for the office hours, then I know I'll be in 7-figure habits, or if I can't be in both, then I'm excited to actually watch the replays and so on. Yes. So I love it. really exciting to see Fatima there personally, and how she asked everyone, what you working on? What can I help you with? What you're
Yeah,
working on? What can I help you with? And that is amazing, because I mean, I've never seen another course creator or high ticket coaches do that. So that's really, really good that you can reach out to her 3 times a week, like you're on a platform. Unless there's something, then obviously you will do it, and you very good too. I noticed that you're doing a great job when
thank you.
Fatima cannot make it. Yes, I've been in one where you did it, and yeah, it's excellent. Yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So
so the 7-figure habits is my favorite this at the moment.
yes, it can always change, right? As we grow and
Yeah,
develop, it always can change. So
yeah.
just a little bit for the viewers who are not inside the academy. So you get actually to ask Fatima direct questions.
Yes. So she asks like openly to each and every one on the line, on the call. It's normally a live Zoom, and then, like I said, she'll ask, what you're working on, what can I help you with, and she says that, come on, ask your questions, because you've got a live coach here that can help you, and so on. And everyone, most of us, take advantage of it. Some will maybe just listen in, because Fatima always says that even if you haven't got anything to ask, you will always learn from the questions of others, and something that you thought you knew, or you did know, can just confirm that you got it correct, or you're doing the right thing. So that is what I like about the 3 live sessions with Fatima.
That's
and
so.
also and also with the body, mind, and spirit, once a week, it's almost like a little pep up, like if you feel down, or you feel frustrated, or your week was just tough. And because body, mind, and spirit is actually on a Friday, it's just like almost a culmination, the end of your week. And for me, it's really my culmination, because it's like 1 a.m. the following morning, the Saturday morning. So it's really a booster for me to actually do the body, mind, and spirit. And why I enjoy it is, like I said, I manifested Fatima, because well before I met Fatima, I was already tapping. And I did everything she does. It's really true that the universe conspires and just boom throws you together.
That's
So
so.
it's so amazing. It's so amazing, And then when I actually heard she taps, and I thought, does she really actually tap on a session? And my goodness me, emotional freedom technique. Here we come.
Yes, yes. It's amazing, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Hadia. So I would love also to talk about the accountability partners, bodies inside of the academy. Can you tell us a little bit more about that side?
Yes, when I started, I had a accountability buddy that was amazing. Fatima actually put us together, and she was also an early childhood teacher, but unfortunately she got sick. So now Fatima and Janine, you have put me onto someone else, but I'm still waiting on her. I did respond, but it's amazing. I had my call with my accountability partner on a Friday as well. So Friday was really like my culmination of my week. I will have my call with Nadia sort of this time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, about this time I'll have it, because I know it's going to 10 o'clock, and then we on Zoom for sometimes 2 hours, and sometimes just 5 or 10 minutes before body, mind, and spirit. But we planned it like that, so that we just have a nice powwow session, because she's physically in a childcare center, and I'm sort of more now in the retirement and not physically involved with children. It was nice for her sharing with me what she does, or how a week was, and how her educators are getting on with the job while she's at home studying and busy with Million Stars. And it was really, really good to get that tip up, that motivation for the week, which also happened on a Friday for me. So Friday, I will tell Nadia, okay, 10 minutes to go. We have to log on to to Body, Mind, and Spirit. Yeah. And then it will be like 3 to 4 hours that we've been online, and but not in a negative way, in an enjoyable, happy, pleasant, um, winding down and sharing with each other. You know.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Like gives you the motivation and really the drive to move forward. That's so
Yes, because she will tell me what she's working on, and she went live well before me. And I will always commend her and say to her, "Oh my God, Nadia, you did such a great job. I was live on you. I was on your live, and and then she said, 'Come on, Nadia, you need to go live.' And now, even that she's not here because she had COVID as well, she will still go on my lives and then message me or tell me, "Oh, you're doing a great job, Hadieya." So yeah, so it's almost as if she's still my accountability partner, even though I'm waiting for my new one. But I'm sure the new one will link up with me soon.
absolutely. And it sounds really like you're creating long-lasting friendships here. Not
Absolutely. I mean, like, I'm in contact with Habiba. I'm in contact with Yumna. Like, yeah. So a few of them that then we'll have little short chats and so on. Yeah. No, definitely. And I've reached out to Faiza now. So yeah. So that's good. You're not
absolutely.
lonely.
That's good. That's what
Yeah.
we don't want, right? You want yourself to surround yourself with
Mm.
amazing people that really pull you up, and you can
Mm.
learn from each other.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the accountability advisor, and your accountability advisor calls.
Mm.
How do they keep you on track?
Amazing. I had my first call last month when the accountability monthly started, and then I had another one the month before, and then I had one last month, which was August, and it was absolutely awesome because I sort of pledged to things that I was going to do, and I kept up with it, like posting at least 3 or 4 times a week. I did promise that I was going to go live more than just the Thursday for my show, but I haven't with the Gremlins, the Tech Gremlins. I actually haven't started that yet because I wanted to do like maybe the 1 or 2 minute share like Michelle does. And that's something I've learned. And I think it's so awesome that I saw that on Michelle's posting on her Facebook group, what she does. And I think how awesome is that? You always learn from your co-coaches and your buddies. And I thought that is something that will be really valuable for my educators, to just give them a little nugget every day, a live nugget. So yeah, and that is what I discussed with my accountability manager, which is you, Janine. Yes. So thank you for that. Yeah, you motivated me and keeping me accountable for what I said. And I think my next month is nearly there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. And I really, that's the best reward for myself, to see you expanding, to see you growing, and, showing up for what you have said and what you have promised in
Yeah.
our meetings.
Mhm.
So well done
Yeah.
on keeping up the good
Thank you
work.
for being my accountability manager.
It's my
And
pleasure.
yeah, and it's just so deja vu that you are, because it could so many a time have been anyone else, but I mean, we've known each other for a long time and shared the same platform in 2016 when we did our YouTube challenge.
Exactly.
That's where I met you, on a YouTube challenge.
Yes, that's so
Yeah.
funny how sometimes like you meet somewhere and then suddenly you lose sight of each other and then you meet again and now we
Yes.
are here. That's so wonderful.
Yes. Yeah, it's amazing because there was another student of Neve that I actually met online, and then I traveled to Jordan, and she's in Israel. And then I said to her, Helene, I'm coming to Jordan and gonna come over the border to Palestine. Do you want to meet up with me? You know, and then the day we went, it was storming that day, and then I called her and I said to her, I don't expect you to come to the city to meet me, you know, because it's storming. And then she said to me, Hadieya, why don't you get onto the bus and you come to my place, you know? And then I went, you know, my husband and I, we checked out, we asked someone at a shop to guide us where the bus stop is and all that. And somebody took us to the bus terminal, got onto the bus, and we went to her place. And she said, "Now don't go to your hotel. Stay over at my place." And it was so funny that I actually stayed over at her place for one night, and then she guided us back again to where we needed to be. So just imagine that, meeting her online and then meeting her in real life. And I pray that I will meet you one day in real life.
Yes, me too. And hopefully it's gonna soon happen
Yes,
that we have a real meeting with all the Million Stars coach.
that will be great. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Hadieya, so tell me a little bit, what would you say to a woman who is watching this right now and she's undecided about joining the academy? What would you tell her?
I will tell her, you know what, if you really want to get out there and online and make a difference in someone else's life and your own life, then get into the Million Stars Academy program. You won't be sorry for doing that, because you will only grow and grow and grow. And and if they do get in, make the most of it. You know, sometimes procrastination gets the better of you, and you know, you just procrastinate, think, oh, I've got 1 year, I've got 1 year, I've got 1 year. And the time goes so quick, Janine. It's now, I was telling on one of every Thursday on my live, I say, oh my goodness, it's now Thursday, then it's Thursday, it's now Thursday, then it's Thursday. It just goes so quick, you know. So come on into Million Stars Academy, and you know, make use of the golden nuggets in there. Make use of all the ladies, the community managers, the help that Fatima gives you, the one-on-one help that she gives you. Grab it with both hands, especially the book. That is like a game changer. I mean, I had no idea. It's just a dream, and the dream stayed there. And now that I'm looking at my notes, and you know how far I have come, putting those chapters together, it is just phenomenal. You know, I can't believe that I'm actually at a stage where I can start doing content inside my book, you know, and taking it further. And my aim is to actually make the start of my 90 days now with the spring, the 1st September, and then get it done by November, you know. So whole of September, whole of October, by the end of November, I want it done, you know, that I can launch and still be part of the academy, to launch and not do it when I'm done my year, you know. And the
Yes.
same with my course. I actually want to do that before. So I will tell each and every one out there, invest in yourself. If you really want to put yourself out there, here's a time for someone to help you physically, one-on-one, with accountability managers that can help you, with other coaches that can motivate you. Come on in and do it, you know, and you achieve a lot in the 1 year that you are going to be in the academy. Yeah.
Such great advice. Such
Mm,
great advice, Hadieya.
yeah.
Absolutely. So
Mm.
my last question to you is, I would really love, you already told me a little bit about your own growth, and who are you becoming on this journey?
Um, well, I like Fatima always says, you know, do your vision, and you know, like when you go to bed, um, meditate and have your vision clear, and you will dream or you'll get inspiration. And that is so, so, so true. I would never have imagined that I was actually physically working on a book. So I'm soon to become a published author. If I'm going to keep going, then I will be a published author. And how good is that? Because Fatima always says that do your book on your niche, whatever niche you are, because that is like your business card. If you give someone your book, then it's like giving them a business card. And she always says, a business card they can throw away, but a book they won't throw away. It will always be on the shelf. And if my book is on documenting and helping that educator in an area of early childhood that everyone is struggling with documenting, because time is so of essence. You want to spend quality time with the kids. And what many a time happens is that you don't have time to do that documentation, and then you have to sit weekends and do the extra work. But if you are taught by someone like myself that has actually been in the field for 21 years, I can give them shortcuts. Do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. And I can see that I am becoming that trainer that can train other entrepreneurs or educators to do what I was lacking in doing. So that is who I am becoming soon. Well, I am it already, because a lot of people are already reaching just with a few that I have. I don't have a big Facebook group yet, but those who are in there are already reaching out to me, and that's great.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I was just going to say, you are that already, and it's really amazing to see your growth and what you're doing, what you are becoming. Thank you so much for sharing your vision, where you're going, for sharing your testimonial about Million Stars Academy. I really appreciate it. Thank you
pleasure.
so much, Hadieya.
Thank you for you, Janine. Thank you for your time, and thank you for doing the interview. I really enjoyed giving that feedback. And I'll see you later.
Absolutely.
Body, mind, and spirit. Yes.
Exactly. And ladies, thank you so much for watching. And you heard it from Hadieya. Invest in yourself and make sure you take action on your dreams. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.